everyone, today we will discuss about city tour. We uh, first we start with some questions about Ho Chi Minh conflict. Ho Chi Minh born Ho Chi Minh born Nguyễn Sinh Cung was Vietnam the most influential revolutionary leader and the founder of the Democratic Republic of Vietnam in 1945. He devoted his entire life to the cause of national independence, social justice, and national unification. In envisioning Vietnam as a sovereign, socialist state contributing to peace and anti-colonial movements worldwide. And born in Nghệ An province, Ho Chi Minh left Vietnam in 1911 to work and travel abroad. During his years of Europe, Africa, and the Americas, he closely observed colonial exploitation and studied revolutionary ideas influenced by the Russian Revolution. He adopted Marx Lenin as a path to national liberation. And in 1919, under the name Nguyễn Ái Quốc, he submitted a petition demanding civil and political rights for the Vietnamese people at the Versailles Conference in 1920. He became a founding member of the French Communist Party, making his formal entry into international communist movements. And on September 2 1945, Ho Chi Minh proclaimed Vietnam's independence in Hanoi and become first president of the Democratic Republic of Vietnam. He played a central leadership role in the first Indochina War against French colonial force, which ended with the decisive Vietnamese victory in Điện Biên Phủ. And when Ho Chi Minh was born in 1860, Vietnam was under harsh French colonial rule. As a part of French Indochina, the French was divided into different administrative regions. Cochinchina under direct French rule, and Annam on Tonkin as normal protector, where Vietnam Emperor existed in name only, while real power rested with the French authorities. And Ho Chi Minh was born in a politic Confucian family, which played a crucial role in shaping his political concerns. He grew up witnessed the suffering of his people and the resistance against colonial domination. His father, a Confucian scholar, often resided from his post in protect against French rule, while other family members was involved in anti-colonial activities. And now I will share you some information about Ho Chi Minh mausoleum. Some people wonder the body is the of Ho Chi Minh in the museum is real, and for me, I think yes, the body is Ho Chi Minh in the museum is real, and wow. Officially, the body displayed in the Ho Chi Minh Museum is Ho Chi Minh himself, preserved through modern embalming techniques. While some doubts exist among the public, there is no verified evidence to contradict the official account. Today, the museum functions primarily as a site of remembrance, respect, and national symbolism. Wow. And Ho Chi Minh is, the meaning of Ho Chi Minh. Ho Chi Minh is a revolutionary name adopted by the Vietnamese leader Bon Nguyễn Sinh Cung, while often interpreted as enlightened will restore the name of a symbolic rather a literal Vietnamese frame. And together, the name conveys the idea of moral clarity, determination, and enlightenment, reflect his revolutionary ideas and leadership vision. Ho Chi Minh left Vietnam's struggle for independence against French colonial rule and later become a sympathetic leader during resistance against America involvement in Vietnam War. And wow, now I will share with you some information about Temple of Literature. The temple literature was constructed in 1070 under Lý Thái Tông reign. First up to honor Confucius in 1076, King Lý Thái Tông continued the work and built Ổ Quốc Tự Giám as the first university of Vietnam. The temple is divided by courtyards, each with its own significance and history. The first courtyard stretches from the main gate to Đại Trung Gate. The second stands out with Huệ Văn Cát pavilions. If you notice where you will find the pavilions symbol on the street side of Hanoi. The third courtyard is where doctor names was listed on a stone stele above total bags. There are a total of 82 stones still remain with names and origins of 1,307 doctors, corresponding to 86 examination courses. And if you can see there are stones still above total back from 1442 under Lý Dynasty. Though I was bad, the exam become doctor and has names listed on the stele. The temple literature become an education institution in 1076 with the establishment of the Quốc Tử Giám, Vietnam's first national university. In its early years, the school accepted only a very limited group of students, mainly Prince son and son of the royal family, noble, and children in high-ranking men, however, from the Trần Dynasty onward, the admission policy gradually expanded talented students from non-elite background who passed original and preliminary exam were allowed to study at the academy. Therefore, education of the temple literature was not open to everyone, but was reserved or selected and quality students, reflecting a merit-based system within a stable society. Hi everybody, today I will share with you a lot of information about Vietnamese cuisines. Vietnamese cuisines, it consists the food and beverage oriented from Vietnam. Meals feature a combination of 5 fundamental tastes: sweet, including sweet, salty, bitter, sour, and spicy. The distinctive nature of each dish reflects one or more elements, which are also based around a vibrant philosophy. And wow, traditional Vietnamese cooking has often been characterized as using fresh ingredients, not using much dairy and oil, or having interesting texture, or making us of whole vegetable. The cuisine is also low in sugar and is almost always natural gluten-free, as many of the dishes are rice-based instead of wheat based. Make a rice noodle, bánh tráng, rice paper wrapper, or rice flavor or flour. And Vietnamese cuisine is deeply connected to geography, climate, history, and daily life. Each region of Vietnam has developed its own cooking style based on local ingredients and cultural influence. In general, Vietnamese food focused on fresh ingredients, balance of flavor, and the harmony between meat, vegetable, and herbs. Vietnamese cuisine is usually divided into 3 main regions: Northern, Central, and South Vietnam. And now we will depth into the depth into the types of the food in 3 main regions. First, first we can first we can explore the cuisines Northern Vietnam. And Northern cuisine is often considered the standard or classical foundation of Vietnamese culinary arts. It is deeply rooted in the thousand-year history of Hanoi and the Red River Delta. The guiding philosophy here is Thánh, meaning subtlety, purity, and restraint. The goal of Northern cooking is to preserve the original flavor or the main ingredient. Whether it's beef, chicken, or food, reasoning is carefully controlled and never overpowering. Northern Vietnam had 4 distinct seasons, consist of summer, winter, fall, and spring. This is strongly influenced that the food, And I think if you travel to the north of Vietnam, you must to try phở, phở, that means like beef noodle or bún chả. Yeah. And moving on to the Central Vietnam cuisines, Central Vietnam is a land of extremes, harsh weather, frequent typhoons, and rich royal paths. This combine creates a cuisine that is both elegant and intense, balance, refinement, and survival. And food is treated at, as art. This also is many small, delicate portions with great attention to color and presentation. The idea is to eat with your eye first. And now, and when we travel to the central Vietnam, we need to try bún bò Huế, mì Quảng, or cơm hiến. Now, finally, I will share with you some information about Southern Vietnam's cuisines. Southern Vietnam is the rival of the country, nourished by the fertile Mekong Delta. The cuisines is generous, colorful, and stirred by a fusion of Vietnamese, Chinese, Khmer, and French influence. And the Southern mindset is seasonal abundance. Ingredients are plentiful, so cooking is elaborate and routine. Freezer, apple, and direct. If it's sweet, it's very sweet. If it's rich, it is creamy and coconut forward. And wow, and I think Vietnamese cuisine stand out for its masterful balance of fresh herbs, vegetables, and proteins, emphasizing lightness, minimal oil, and a harmonious blend of the five fundamental tastes: sweet, sour, salty, bitter, and spicy. And you can see Vietnamese cuisine plays strong emphasis on fresh ingredients, vibrant flavor, and communal dining. Meals are typically shared from a central tray eaten with chopstick and built around stable like rice and fish sauce. In contrast with Western cuisines usually focused on individual portion, similar flavor profiles, and the use of forks and knives, with a heavier reliance on dairy products and butter. And wow, and daily meals of Vietnamese people are quite different from Vietnamese food served in restaurant and store. A typical meal for the average Vietnamese family could include cơm trắng, mắm, pot boiled white rice, main dish to eat with rice. That's maybe food, seafood, meat, tofu, and we also have a vegetable. This may be raw fat of green vegetable or boiled vegetable. Or we also have canned and I think certainly in a typical meal in Vietnam, where every family have sauces, yeah. And except individual bowls of rice, all these are communal and are to be set in the middle of the table. It's also customary for younger people to ask or wait for the elders to eat first, and for them and for the women who sit directly next to the right pot to serve right for other people. People should invite the other to enjoy the meal, somewhat similar to saying enjoy the milk. In order from the elders to younger people, they also mix up food for each other as an action of care. And well, and now I will share with you one of the one of some merchandise if you travel to Hanoi. It is bún chả, or you can say that Greek folk with vermicelli noodles. You know, the main ingredient to make the dish is fork, vermicelli noodle, flatter, and how to make that. And first you can mix pork with fish sauces, sugar, garlic, onion, pepper, and after that grill the pork until golden and flattened. And next we need to mix fish sauces with sugar, garlic, chili to make dipping sauces, and finally we only need to serve grilled pork in the sauces and with the noodles and fritters.